Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so we have JN Designs. Okay, let's see. About galleries, experience, contact, client access, blog, new Ulm. Is that how you say? I don't know. I don't know where that. Minnesota newborn and family photographer. Okay. Newborn milestone family. There's lots of big text on this page. I'm not sure what's there, like how many. I don't normally do this, but I want to see what your, if I can just quickly see what your H1 tags are here. No, I cannot right now. Okay, I don't have space in my brain to do that at the moment. Okay, so you've got a lot of headers happening. I don't know like who's hosting your website or what you're doing, but so much on here. Okay. Woof. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack at the moment on your website. Just being totally honest, I'm going to tear you up here. First things first, I'm really glad that you have where you're located and what you do. Okay, that is very key and very needed. A lot of photographers totally forget or don't put it for whatever reason of where they're located. It is totally 100% necessary, and you have that, and I'm very proud of you for doing that. However, your photo, your main photo of what you do needs to be above that. You need a photo here in between your menu and where you're located and what you do. You need a photo or 3 photos. Like if you do newborn, milestone, and family, do a triptych. Newborn, milestone, family, 3 photos right across the top. Okay. You need photos kind of above the fold, as we say. It's actually a really old term. We don't say above the fold anymore, but I'm going to say above the fold. You need a photo at that point, okay? Because when people come on your website, they know you're a photographer, they're expecting a photo, right? This is like your very first thing people are seeing. If I went on your website, I would assume JN Designs. I almost don't even read the photography part of that. And I honestly thought you were going to be mostly a like graphic designer or like a corporate photographer, just based on what this looks like at the top. It does not translate as newborn, milestone, family. Okay, it definitely has a more corporate feel to it, especially because you use the word designs in your name, which is fine. You can be whatever, you can be named whatever you want, but it does have a more like corporate commercial ring to it. But I know it's because you do I think when I scrolled I saw like albums and stuff. Yeah, so like totally cool. All right. So what you need though is you need photos up here first and foremost above the fold, okay? Above this point. You need just clean, clear 3 photos showing what you do, the best of the best, okay? Then the goal of your website, okay? Let's think about this. Let's break it down to the most very, very basic thing. The goal of your website is to get people to contact you, right? That's the goal. The goal is to get people to contact you. Sure, it's a portfolio. It's showing off your work and what you do, and it's got a space for clients you already have to see their photo, whatever. The main goal is getting people to contact you. It's getting Google to find you and getting people to contact you. That is the goal of your website. Anything outside of that is whatever. Okay? Seriously. Anything outside of that doesn't really matter. The goal is getting people from your homepage to your contact page in as few steps as possible, without confusing them, without overwhelming them, but still giving them enough information and enough of an emotional connection that they want to contact you. That's the hard part. Okay. So you need photos up here as the first thing. Then it can say New Ulm, Minnesota newborn and family photographer. Totally fine. Get rid of these links. We don't need them. You do, however, need to make an emotional connection, which you do right here. Whether you're welcoming a new baby into your family or documenting who your child is today, I wouldn't say we, I would say you know how incredibly important these photos are. Don't say we and I, okay? Use client forward language. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's huge, okay? Talking to clients and talking about their pain points in a way that puts it about them and not about what you do, okay? So like you're telling them what you do, but in a way that benefits them. So like, instead of saying, trust that we fully understand these moments are fleeting and we don't take this responsibility lightly, we take time. Great, good for you. But you're making it about you and what you do rather than how the client is feeling at this time. So I like the way you start. You say, whether you're welcoming a new baby into your family or documenting who your child is today, you know how incredibly important these photos are. These moments are fleeting, and each session is customized to each client, or each session, or these moments are fleeting, and your session will be meticulously customized to exactly what you want, to create those timeless images that you'll love now and forever. See how I didn't say me, I, my, we at all in those corrections, right? It was all about you, how you will feel. You want this. This is your vision, right? No I, me, my's at all. This is actually something I need to fix on my own website, honestly. I'm not good at this myself. I can do it for other people, but I suck when it comes to doing it for myself. So I totally understand the struggle with using client forward language. It's really hard. And it's not always necessary. Like there are certain times where you have to say, I do this or I offer this, and that's totally fine. But on your homepage especially, this is the first time that they're meeting you, right? Potentially, they found you on Google, they clicked. You want it to be about them. You can get into you later, but the initial thoughts have to be about them. I do not like that it's covering a photo. You can take this whole paragraph and move it up into here. Get rid of these links and move that paragraph up into here, okay? And then you're going to have a button that says, learn more. You're not gonna have them contact yet. We'll go through all of that in a minute. This is a lot. You have a lot of huge text on here and it's full width, and this is really, really overwhelming, honestly. You don't need all of this on your homepage. Just putting that out there. But everyone quotes Erin Siskind. Seriously, find a better quote. Everybody quotes this. I swear, of the over 100 websites I've had, it's probably 20 of them have this quote. So it's find another quote. Unless you actually shoot film, find another quote. Contact studio to book. Oh, say like that. That's a good quote. I like that one. Award-winning. There's just so much on this page, and there's not any real organization to it. You don't need a contact form on here. Take a peek is fine, but then why do you have this as well? You don't need this slider and take a peek. Actually, this slider, if you were to put in a couple family and milestone photos, you could literally just put the slider up here. Just move the slider up here. Having a slider is totally fine as your top point. put it up here, okay? So put that slider up here, have this, move this paragraph up into this point, and click and a button then that says learn more. And I really feel like it probably should go over to the experience page, okay? But we'll get to that in a minute. I want to finish going over your homepage. Your welcome is all the way down here. You do not need to say welcome. It's totally pointless, especially after you've already said all of this. Why are we welcoming them? This is just super overwhelming. Like, this can be your about page. It does not need to be like huge and big. Clean, simple, natural, traditional, timeless. Love it. Why is it all the way at the bottom? That could totally be something like this. Like, don't link it, but have it be this size right here underneath this. So it can say where you're located, what you do, and then the clean, simple, timeless, blah, 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 this size with the little breaks. I like that. And then your information. See what I'm saying? So get rid of this photo. We don't need this. Jane Designs is a full-service photography studio. We go above and beyond. We're dedicated. Okay, this is fine. But then I would link it over to your about page. Okay? So, like, you don't need anything in the middle here at all. Galleries. Okay, I'm going to look at your experience page because I want to see something real quick. Consultation, the session, gallery, and product ordering. And you just dive into pricing with drop downs. Okay, get rid of your pricing. You don't need this at all. It's totally, nope, you're going to lose people right here. Especially if you're going to be focusing on like high touch product with an ordering session. If you're doing IPS, you need to get this off of your website right now. This reads like a restaurant menu, and you are not a restaurant menu, okay? This is freaking gorgeous. This is high-end, high quality, high touch. You're providing an experience. You even call it the experience, okay? So make it that. Every single point needs to be the experience, including your website. And right now, your website is cluttered. I think that is the problem that we're having on your homepage, is that it is super cluttered. And then you're not keeping the emotional connection here on your experience page. So we're going to have to do some work here, okay? Gonna be super honest, open with this. Believe in artwork. In a world where social media and technology are everywhere, printed artwork still wins hands down. Don't say we believe. We believe. That's like, I believe in ghosts. Okay, I believe the earth is flat. Cool. It's not a fact, it's a belief. But it is a fact, and you need to state it like it's a fact. Social media and technology are everywhere. Printed artwork still wins, hands down. Done. Make it a fact, okay? Beliefs are wishy-washy. Make it a fact, okay? It's little, it's subtle, but it is super, like, it's obvious when you say it out loud, right? Okay, so I would put this right here as your opener, right up here. Above the steps, above all of that, make the connection that this is what you do. It is not a side note. You believe in the printed product, And that is what the goal is, which means it needs to be product forward, okay? Product forward here. Put that first. As soon as they come on here, you're showing the end result, which is gorgeous things, right? This is the end result. And you're asking a question, 10, 20, 50 years from now, where will your images be? Right? And you don't, honestly, you don't have to say I've researched labs worldwide and only, you can say, where will your images be? Everything here is heirloom quality artwork that will stand the test of time. Something you can cherish and treasure for many years to come. Something unique you can pass on to your children. Contact me. I would not link out to a product page, quite honestly. The quality of these photos is weird. Something's happening there. See, this is more like a nice blog post. Honestly, I would do a blog about each of these items. That's what I would do. I would create a blog that talks about each one of these items. Do you already have them? Maybe. They might be, yeah, see? To print or not to print. I love that. But listen, you could literally have a blog about each thing. A blog about albums, a blog about canvas, a blog about metal, a blog about prints, a blog about your USB drive, whatever you want to do, or about, about digital backup. Be like, yeah, we focus on this, but you'll get a USB, and these are some recommendations for digital backup. Like, you have a ton of things that you could use there to blog about, okay? Like, blog about the portfolio blocks and why it's so amazing. Don't just give the basic description of it. Talk about why it's freaking awesome. So consider how you're presenting this product to people, because this is not high-end enough. Like, these breaks are weird. Okay, I'm going to put it out there. The fact, did I already say it? The fact that your website goes like fully edge to edge is really I did say that at the beginning. It's really overwhelming and overstimulating. You need bigger margins here. And it's funny because I literally just told someone that they needed smaller margins, and you're having the opposite issue here. You really need to bring it in a little bit. Anyway, I would take this. Let's get back over here to your experience page. I would take this, believe in artwork. I would get rid of this line here, and I would say contact me, and I would put this all the way up at the top, okay? Now, after contact me, dive into this. The consultation, the session, the gallery and product ordering. Cool. Another button that says contact me. You see what we're doing? We're guiding people through the website, and we're giving them moments to break out and contact, or they can keep scrolling for more info. Okay, get rid of session fees and packages. You do not need this. You are too high end to be doing this. This is a menu. This is a nail salon. You are not this. So get rid of these pricing menus. And then have this, I like the slider with the product. That's beautiful. I love that too. Ready for the full experience. Contact me. I think I'm going to do a video about that, about the difference between book now and contact me or reach out. Book now is like demanding their money, but it's very committal. But contact me still lets them be warming up to you. It's getting more information, right? Whereas book now is like, book it. Book now. Let's go. We're booking it. Like, if I were to tap that button, I would assume that I was going to like go book a session, when really it's an inquiry. I don't like this pop-up. Get rid of this. Have it link over to a page. But that's really what this page should be. Stay on the emotional connection. Really talk about the products and the experience. Like the experience, talk about why this is so amazing and what you do and why you offer it. Don't fall into this, because that's not what you're doing. You believe in artwork, then don't be a menu, okay? And I honestly would get rid of this page. It's not even linked up here, right? It's not. So don't link it here. It does nothing for your products. Like, this is beautiful, and I love this slider of product that can totally stay down here at the bottom. This shows off your product. This is gorgeous. This page does not do that at all. So I really think you'd be better pulling out this stuff and turning them into blog posts where you really talk about the quality and the papers and the acid-free and all of the things that go along with that product, okay? And don't link it over here. Okay, so then this page will be a beautiful thing. It will be the experience, right? And you can always put in like here on the session, like expand on this a bit. And you can always say session fees start at, or most clients can expect to spend X, right? You can totally work that into a line without putting in this stuff, because really, great. Like, this is stuff that everybody includes. Like, this is normal photo stuff. So I would assume that those things exist, right? And you're showing me props in studio. So I honestly am assuming that that's all included. But you can always put that up in here, the session. Don't say I'll take care of the details. Say your session includes use of all of my props, my studio. If we're on location, I'll bring some stuff. Like, talk about it. Don't just list it out like a hair salon. You know what I mean? Like, put it into writing here. That's what, and there's not a lot of stuff here. You have the space to expand on the session experience, okay? Just like you talk about a lot here, and you talk about a lot here, expand on it here, and get rid of this, okay? So this is your opener, then you go to the 1, 2, 3, then you have this beautiful slider, all while asking them to contact you, okay? So your goal with your website is going to be getting them from home to the experience to contact, okay? Home, experience, contact. That is your goal. Your home page, you need to pare it down. We need that slider up top. We need the emotional connection and where you're located. You can put in this little blip, but much smaller up here. So we're going to have that whole introduction, right? Where you're located, the little simple, perfect, whatever it said, clean, your emotional connection, and button. Learn more about the experience. Okay? Learn more about the experience. Then after that, you're going to have just one more section, and I really think it should be this right here. With maybe this photo off, like, you know, next to each other. Put the photo on the side with the words and say, learn more about J&Ann Designs. And have that go to your about page, okay? You don't need all of this. All of this can be on your about page, okay? And it says meet your photographer. You don't need your logo again down here. I want to see a picture of you, if anything. But no, get rid of this. Sorry. Don't listen to me. So after your whole intro thing and you say learn more about the experience, you're going to have this with a photo, and you're going to say learn more about J&Ann Designs. And it's going to link over to your about page. Yes, and this is where we want this information. Perfect. Award-winning photographer with Southern Minnesota charm. Your words are still freaking massive, and I don't know how I feel about it. They're so big. This is good. This is fantastic. I love this. A peek into the studio. Yes, please. See, yes. Yes. This is fabulous. So get all of that stuff off of your homepage. You don't need all of this clutter on your homepage, okay? You have one section of intro, one little section of about you, link to more info. More info about Jennifer and the studio, right? More info about Jen and the studio. And then it links over to that about page, which literally has all of this information on it. You don't need it in two places, okay? And then you can totally leave take a peek at the bottom. I don't mind that at all. It links to your galleries. Totally fine. Get this contact form off of your homepage, okay? So 2 sections on your homepage. That is all. The intro and then the intro to about you. That's it. Link them out. You're going to link the one to the experience page and we're going to link one to the about page. Okay? That's it. That is all your homepage needs. Yes, seriously. That is all it needs. You don't need to stuff it full of crazy without any real organization. Whoop. You don't need to do that. All of that goes on other pages, okay? Now, we did go through your experience page. We're going to get rid of the link to the product page because we really don't need that. All right, we went on your about page. I love the about page. I love all the information. And yeah, keep contact me, but please let it go to a contact page. Okay, I need to check something. Does a contact page. Yeah, okay, so all of those contact me buttons, just have them go to this page. Because people that click contact me are not going to expect a pop-up. It's very off-putting. They're going to expect another page to open. That's totally normal, and that's what it should do. So anywhere you have a contact button, have it go to this page, okay? That's like the easiest thing for you to keep track of, and it's streamlined, and it's uniform, it's formulaic, and people understand that. You don't want to do weird things. And for whatever reason, if that script doesn't load on your web page, that form's not going to pop up. And most people view on mobile. So if they're like in and out of service and they're looking at your website and they click on that contact button and nothing pops up, you in trouble. But if it's a button, it should load the link. So, your work is beautiful. Okay, contact me here. You don't have to say this. Get rid of this. It can just be a photo. Just be a photo. And then the form. You do not have to say contact me here. That totally takes away from this really beautiful photo down here. You could just get rid of that header. Okay, so that is good. I assume this links. Okay, yeah, get rid of that link. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. And honestly, are they locked or required in email? I'm assuming you probably have emails required. Oh God, there's so many clicks to get into these. Yep, don't do this. Just get rid of this link. You don't need client access on the front end of your website. And honestly, I tell this to people all the time. I don't know why I even still click on it. You don't need client access on your main thing, especially when you're requesting emails to even get in the galleries. It's not necessary. It also shows how either busy or not busy you might be at any given time. Even though you might just have a bunch of clients that don't want their photos up publicly, which is fine. You just don't want non-clients having access to that sort of thing, okay? So I would just get rid of this link altogether. You don't need it. It's not necessary. Plus, you're in contact with your clients. You're sending them their galleries. Like, it doesn't have to be live on your website, especially because you're so high touch. Like, you're obviously in contact with your clients and you don't have to do this. This is a cheap photographer thing. This is not you. This is not a high touch photographer thing, okay? You don't, just get rid of the link. You don't need it there. Especially also because it takes you, excuse me, I just choked on my own saliva. Especially because like it doesn't take you back to your website. Like doesn't. It's totally pointless. It just takes you off of your website into something that you have like no real control over visually and branding wise. So don't even have it here, okay? Just get rid of that link. All right, so we have home. About the only thing I haven't gone through, I think, is galleries. I looked at your blog though, I think, didn't I? Let me see. Oh, yes, I like your blog. Your blog is good. Blog is beautiful. Okay. The images tell their stories. Each and every portrait is unique as the person in it. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this big black thing happening. Oh, you do have there is a header across the top of each one. Your spacing is weird on some of these pages though. It's not uniform. And your fonts are, okay, see how I'm kind of flipping through here? Your fonts are different sizes. The spacing is weird. Sometimes you have a background color. Sometimes it changes. Your words go out of it here. So your formatting is not the same across your website. That is so key to being high end, is uniformity. It can be simple. It can be plain, but it needs to be uniform. Okay? It's very similar to like how we teach photographers like how to be professionals initially. It's like the quality doesn't really matter. It's the consistency that matters. If your work is consistent, if your website is consistent, it doesn't matter that it's not the prettiest. It doesn't matter that it's not the best. It doesn't matter. What matters though is consistency, okay? So like the same as your photos, if you shoot a photo and it's like, see, all of these look the same to me. I can tell that these are all by the same photographer. They're consistent. That's key. Same thing with your website. All of your pages need to be consistent. And look, right now they're not. Every single one of these, like from here, from the menu down, could be a different website. I mean, yeah, I know your logo is at the top. It's obviously the same website. But without that, like, let's just scroll down a smidge here and I'll show you. Look at this. This looks like 4 different websites. You see what I'm saying? These look like, and actually as I'm seeing this, this doesn't look like your work. So you might want to consider swapping out. I love this photo, don't get me wrong, but it's very vibrant and bright versus the other work that I'm seeing, which is a little more clean and neutral and simple. And you even say that on your homepage rather than bright and light and vibrant. So I might switch out this photo to be more on brand. Okay, so like I said, your pages need to be uniform and they're not right now. This looks like 4 different websites and that's not good. And people are subconsciously going to hate that. Even if they don't know why they don't like it, they might not be able to put into words why they don't like what your website's doing, but subconsciously they're going to leave it because it's not uniform. It's not clean and it's not easy to navigate. So that you really need to work on formatting it and make sure that all of these pages are formatted the same. They should all look like the same website on every page, okay? Uniformity. So I don't like that you're losing your words off of this down here, and you're not really telling me what to do here. Take her word for it, see what clients are saying. Oh, it's cute. You got some reviews down here at the bottom. All right. That's cool. That's fine. All right, so this is fine, except I would get rid of whatever's going. I don't like this at all. If anything, make it match this. I don't mind the brown on the top with the page title. But that needs to be uniform like across the whole thing. And about your about page, I would move your awards all down to like here. Or even like right underneath your photo. That would be cool. But that's where I would put all your awards. I wouldn't stick them right there. That's kind of weird looking. I'd just stick them in here. Anyway, so yeah, you need to get some uniformity with your formatting across all of your pages. And then on this page, you can call it your portfolio or galleries, but then you need a couple words up here that says choose the experience you're interested in, or click the gallery, or choose your gallery, whatever you want to like say it. You need to give a direction. Like tell them what you want them to do if they end up on this page. Because honestly, your goal is home experience contact. So if they get to your gallery pages, it's either going to be from the fact that they scrolled all the way down, right? If they scrolled all the way down to the bottom of your homepage, they'll end up in your galleries, okay? Or if they do it from your menu at the top and they just want to see your galleries, which either way is totally fine. But if that's where they end up, if they don't follow the path that you provide, being the experience, and then to contact, if they decide to go off and choose their own adventure, you've got to make sure you pull them back into your path. Okay, so make sure you're still giving directions. Choose the session type you're interested in. Oh, okay, well, I'm interested in newborns. Get rid of the period. You don't need a period. Where their story begins. Oh, I love this, but where's the, oh, okay, get rid of this. You don't need this here at all. That was really confusing. Get rid of the contact form. I love that you have a big photo and an intro. However, I might do photo on the side, intro here, and then gallery. But below this, you do need a contact button. But a full form, I wouldn't have no idea that there was a gallery below it. So be aware of that. You do still need a button that says contact. I love this. This is wonderful. But you do need a contact or learn more about the experience, and that pulls them over to the experience page. Either way, you do need to pull them back into the main path, either going to the experience or to contact you. But do not put a contact form on the gallery pages. I do want to see, do your other ones have that as well? Okay, so again, talking about uniformity. Look at the difference here. Newborn. Nice big photo. Info. We're going to get rid of this. Gallery, okay? So, photo, info, contact, gallery, milestone. No photo. We have a slider. And then we have, the info's at the top. And then we have about Cake Smash, which is a milestone. You really don't need to separate them out. And then info. And then no gallery. Just click here because they're both sliders, okay? Formula. Okay? We need a formula. They all need to be set up the same way. This page is confusing. Family. Okay, we have family. Again, the period, get rid of it. I don't mind the words on top of it, but you don't really need it. I like that you have info. Yeah, I would get this off of here. You don't need it. If anything, this sentence could be your first sentence over here. And you don't need to recommend 2 family sessions each year. That's like a money grab. Don't do that. Just have this. Your family changes every day. Hold on to the moments forever. That should be this first sentence right here, okay? So we have photo, info, gallery. Look at you. Make sure you have a contact button here though, okay? Contact button. This is your formula right here. Title, photo, info with emotional connection, contact button, gallery. This is what all of those gallery pages should look like. Period. Done. Okay? Big photo, info, contact, gallery. Done. Every single one of these, your milestone, your family, your seniors, and your newborn, all of those galleries need to have the same setup, okay? All of them. You need a big photo up here. I love that you have the words. We need a contact button and then your gallery. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, yes. So this one's almost there. You just need a big photo at the top and then your contact button on each of these, because right now these gallery pages, other than your newborn, which has the contact form on it, see, it stands out. It's like a sore thumb. Like it's not doing what it's supposed to do. See what I mean? Contact me. Your you don't have, they're all dead ends. You're not asking them to do anything. You're not pulling them back onto the path. Nothing. You're just leaving it to them to figure out where to go next. And some people will contact you, but most people are just going to get lost in your website. They're just going to keep scrolling and they're going to end up at the bottom. That's a mail to. Why is it a mail to? That never works. People have to have that set up. Get rid of the mail to. Just have it go to your contact page. There's no reason to have a direct mail to. And I don't even have that set up on my phone. So if I tap it, it's going to be like, do you want to open this in Outlook? And I'm going to be like, no, I use Gmail. And then it's like 6 more clicks to even get anything. And then I don't even know what to write to you because we've never talked. So like that is like leaving it very open-ended. Just have it go to your contact page. Easy. Okay, and then you have a cute little FAQ at the bottom. That's totally fine. You can have an FAQ underneath all of your galleries if you want to. That's totally fine. The thing is all of these gallery pages need to be the same. They need to be uniform. And then it goes for all of your pages, as we just talked about. They all need to be laid out exactly the same, okay? Title, content, a link to where you want them to go, and that's that. Like, it's really that simple. But your goal specifically is getting them from your homepage and really paring this down because it's a lot. It's very overwhelming. Your homepage needs a lot of work. So go back up in the video and go back through it and do some fixing. Home, experience, contact. That is your goal, okay? Now, the order of your menu does need to change. We're going to get rid of the client access. But about you is not important, okay? At least it's not as important as the experience and the galleries. So the order of your menu needs to be in the order, basically, roughly, of how you want people to go through your website, with the contact or the blog being at the end. So you go home, the experience, galleries, about, contact, blog, or blog, contact, depending on which way you want to do it. That doesn't really matter. But that's how it needs to flow, okay? So I really think you're just overwhelming people. I really feel like that is the problem, that your website is giving so much information right here on the homepage, but you're not really like asking me to do anything other than contact you, which is fine. I'm not ready to contact you at this point, which is why you really need to push them over to that experience page and add a little bit more and take some things out of there. Your high touch, your high end, be that, okay? And that means not overwhelming. You don't have to give away all the information. Give them a reason to reach out to you, okay? And keep it simple. That's the biggest thing here, is you're trying to cram in all this information on your homepage, and it doesn't need to be that. You can have 2 little sections and then link out to other pages where they can find all the information, okay? But like I said, your work is beautiful, but your website needs some work. So yeah, get rid of the random contact forms. You don't need them. Just link them back over to your contact page. Uniformity, consistency. Those are the key things here, okay? If there's anything I want you to take away from this, it's being consistent, okay? Your work is consistent, but your website is not. So consistency is key, all right? Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, good luck, and we will talk soon.